destroyed businesses. Banks had failed, and millions of people were unemployed. Factories stood silent. Families struggled to survive. The idea of funding a massive global war seemed almost impossible. In fact, many Americans did not even want to join the conflict. They believed Europe's problems were not America's responsibility. But history had other plans. When the United States finally entered World War II in 1941, the government suddenly faced a terrifying financial reality. War was not just about strategy or courage. War was about money. To pay for the war, the government needed a revolutionary idea. They turned to the American people. Instead of raising all the money through taxes, the government asked citizens to lend them money. This idea became known as war bonds. Posters appeared across cities and towns. Celebrities promoted them. Radio broadcasts encouraged families to invest. Even school children were taught to save coins so they could help fund the war effort. Buying a war bond was not just a financial decision. It became a symbol of patriotism. People believed they were directly helping soldiers on the battlefield. By the end of the war, millions of Americans had invested their savings into government bonds. This created one of the largest public financing campaigns in history. But borrowing money was only part of the story. The real miracle happened inside America's factories. Car manufacturers stopped producing civilian vehicles and began building tanks and military trucks. Typewriter companies started making rifles. Clothing factories produced military uniforms. Entire industries were transformed almost overnight. This massive shift created millions of jobs. For the first time in years, families had stable incomes again. Women entered the workforce in record numbers, symbolized by the famous image of Rosie the Riveter. War production did not just fund the military, it revived the American economy. Still, the cost of war continued to rise. The government increased taxes across the country. Citizens paid higher income taxes. Businesses contributed more revenue, and national spending reached levels never seen before. At the same time, the United States borrowed heavily from financial markets. The Federal Reserve supported the system by ensuring there was enough liquidity. Interest rates